Epic song for an epic topic, I guess. Like I mentioned, February 3rd, we got official announcement that Grand Theft Auto 6 had been in development from Rockstar Games, and it popped up all over the gaming industry, all over journalistic platforms such as Kotaku, IGN, GameSpot, Press Square, etc. And of course, all the YouTubers that cover gaming news by reading articles and regurgitating the gaming news spewed all over YouTube and other video platforms. And this is a huge deal and a big old chunk of news to cover. Why? Because this is the longest gap we've ever had in a Grand Theft Auto title since the inception of the game. And the primary reason for that appeared to be that Grand Theft Auto 5 Online was so lucrative that Rockstar Games simply did not have a need, a want, to make a new Grand Theft Auto game. However, it does seem like they have been in development of this game for as long as 10 years, starting in 2014, which is 1 year after the launch of GTA 5 on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. If that is the case, this game has been in development a long time, and there is a possibility that this game might be as long as 500 hours. That is not going to be the primary story or campaign, but all the content included, all the side missions or quests, just a lot of activities to do within the game world, which, by the way, is big in scope and scale. We're talking about potentially a mix of London, Vice City, San Andreas, and Liberty City. But wait, there's more. We have a little morsel of a leak about the music that's going to be on the radio stations. Eminem, you heard of him? He'll be on there, rapping in your ears, sweet nothings, dropping bars like a lyrical miracle. Sharing my screen, I do have several articles pulled up that will be cited or sourced down there in the description below, as I do anytime I cover any news in the gaming community or industry. First of all, this one is from IGN. This is from a month ago on February 4th in the AM when we got the announcement that this game was officially announced by Rockstar Games. Moving on, this is from Game Rant. This is from 19 hours ago. I gotta say, the artwork for Grand Theft Auto, like the loading screens that are animated and kind of that comic book theme, always looks super sick, and I love the artwork. Now, during that announcement, Rockstar basically just said, hey, we're working on GTA 6. You guys thought we weren't because we were just squeezing the udders dry on GTA Online? Joke's on you, jokey joke maker. We are developing the game. However, leakers have stepped up to the plate and got us a little bit more information. Reliable leakers have made all kinds of claims about the game. Now, when they say reliable leakers, that is a valid statement, considering there are leakers with very, very solid track records in the Call of Duty community, Madden, basically the large franchises, Grand Theft Auto included, where they get a lot of information that seems to be accurate 90+% of the time. Now, I do need to caveat that by saying these are still leaks. This is not official announcement news from Rockstar Games, so do take this with a grain of salt. But a lot of leakers are pointing in the direction of Grand Theft Auto 6 being set in Vice City, so taking it back to Miami. I don't know if it's going to be in an 80s theme like Vice City, or it's going to be in modern day Miami. But the game most likely will have two protagonists, one male and one female, and other leakers have spoken on Grand Theft Auto 6 Online, saying that it most likely will have an evolving map similar to what we see with Fortnite, where with every season or every major event, the map actually shifts. Now, it's probably not going to be on the whimsical and magical level of Fortnite, where like a huge alien sphere comes up out of the ground and you guys can fight on that, but shit, it might be. GTA is pretty wacky. It's not quite on the level of Saints Row when it comes to its off-the-wall, knee-slapping good time, but, you know, some silly stuff might happen like that in the map as well. Now, GTA 6 might have its proper reveal by the end of the year, because we have not had a proper reveal event where they show any trailers or gameplay or even give us any official news. All we got was, yes, we are working on the game, which is more than we've gotten the last 8.5 years since GTA 5 has been out. But as it says right here, this does not mean that fans should expect to play the game anytime soon. How long might we have to wait? Well, a lot of leakers are pointing towards 2024, and that does make sense. When you look at the sheer scope and scale of this game and everything that they're trying to pack into it, keep in mind Rockstar Games does have around 2,000 employees, and if they have been working on this game since 2014, this game will technically have been in development for around 10 years, and it is going to be a very broad scope and scale, huge open world crime game, like the biggest we've ever seen in that category or genre. Coming over here to this article from earlygame.com, which I do not believe I've actually ever cited them in any news videos in the past. Now, well-known leaker Patchter over here, who was also quoted in this article from comicbook.com, says Rockstar has been working on GTA 6 since 2014, so it'll be around 10 years of development when GTA 6 comes to fruition. What is taking so long? The game is absolutely massive, thick, girthy, ripe with content. My understanding is that it's a mashup of Vice City, so Miami, San Andreas, which was 3 cities, Los Angeles, California, San Francisco, California, and Las Vegas, Nevada, Liberty City, which is New York, and then Europe and London, which, by the way, GTA 1 and 2 were in these settings here, but it was an over-the-top view, and it was on the Game Boy, I believe, and PC as well, but nobody really played those as much as GTA 3 and onward. But it looks like it will most likely be a 400 to 500 hour game. That is freakishly long. long. But again, I do assume that it'll be about an 80 to 100 hour main story. And then when you include all the side quests and whatnot, you could get up here to this 400 to 500 hour mark if you're trying to 100% the game and get that platinum trophy. Now, coming over here to this article from comicbook.com, this more or less just solidifies this article over here. Now, he does mention a $60 launch price. I do foresee this being a $70 title, at least on PlayStation 5, if not for the Series S and X, considering we have seen a lot of third and first party games launch at $70. And if they have been developing this game for 10 years with 2,000 employees, I would be shocked if this game does not launch for $70 US. Coming over here to PC Gamer, this one left kind of a nasty taste in my mouth, and there's talking about NFTs over here, which if you haven't heard about the NFT craze, basically they're online art, things like JPEG images, more or less, encrypted and unique to each owner or user, but it falls a lot in line with cryptocurrency. There's been a lot of NFT scams, unfortunately, focusing on YouTube channels and their communities and audiences, which is really unfortunate, but a lot of major game studios like EA, Electronic Arts, are actually talking about putting NFTs in video games, which I personally think is a bad idea, but hey, I'm just here to read the news. And this sentence down here says, we have a new GTA to look forward to, but will the online version be the NFT-driven dystopian metaverse? I sure as shit hope not. And then finishing up over here, we have a little article about some of the music that you're going to hear on the radio stations when you're whipping through Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City, wherever the game may be set in. Now, this leak comes from Matthias Victor BR, who claims the following songs will be in the game: Domino Dancing by Pet Shop Boys, Odessa by Caribou, Desperate Youth by Santagold, and Numb by Rihanna and Eminem. Now, apparently this leaker got a peek at a 2019 alpha build of the game and said there are 20 different radio stations to look forward to. Now, again, these are all unconfirmed leaks, so you have to take them with a huge grain of salt. However, the fact that Rockstar has even announced officially that they are working on GTA 6 is a positive step in the right direction, because a lot of fans were beginning to think we were never going to get a Grand Theft Auto 6. They were just going to keep evolving GTA 5 and continuing to update with patches and DLC to make Grand Theft Auto Online this huge title, a standalone title more or less. So it is nice that we are finally getting some news, even if it is in the form of leaks, that GTA 6 is in development. When will we get to play it? Most likely 2024. I would stand behind that sentiment, maybe even as late as 2025, depending on if the game has any delays, which I will say I hope to God Rockstar Games feels comfortable delaying the game if needed. If there are any bugs and glitches, or the game just simply isn't as ripe and loaded with content as they want it to be, please feel free to delay the game 3, 6 months, shit, even a year, like we saw with Halo Infinite. Master Chief was on the box, it was advertised as being a launch title for the Series S and X, and we did not get it until a year later, but that game actually turned out pretty damn good if you saw my comprehensive review on this channel. We do not want to have a situation like we saw with Cyberpunk 2077 from CD Projekt Red. I would hate to see Rockstar executives have to get up there and give a public apology because they decided to push out a half-baked product and we all get salmonella because it wasn't cooked all the way. I personally, as a Grand Theft Auto fan, am very excited to play this. Now, I am a Grand Theft Auto fan that enjoyed more of the earlier titles, so Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 4. I did play GTA 5 when it launched on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, haven't touched it since then. However, I did order the PlayStation 5 enhanced and expanded version, which comes with all the DLC and a higher frame rate, more graphical fidelity, features for the DualSense controller such as haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, and I will be reviewing that game, going over some of the technical differences between the previous generation and the current console generations. For more news on Grand Theft Auto 6, keep it cock-locked and loaded right here at Gamer Heaven. Peace. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel, which I do greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, as well as honest gaming product reviews, keyboards, mice, headsets, controllers, mics, chairs, etc. There are some hefty exclusive discount codes found only in the description of my videos and only for the audience here at Gamer Heaven. Check out Into the AM for some of the sickest looking and most comfortable cloth to ever grace my gaming giblets. If you don't want to be scorching your corneas with harmful blue light, check out Gamer Advantage, the only blue light glasses on the market that look sexy and actually work. If you're looking for a custom controller that'll blow the competition's tits back, AIM definitively has the best bang for buck or price to performance when it comes to Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch controllers. Nope, they don't do Switch, but they do gaming mice. I said doo-doo. I have links to all my other platforms and socials in the description below. If you need a quick laugh or blast of gamer adrenaline, check my short form videos out at TikTok. Follow me at Facebook Gaming, where I am a partner and upload a ton of exclusive gameplay content. To get in touch with myself and the Stallions and Stallionettes of Gamer Heaven, join the community Discord, and check me out at twitch.tv, where I go live every other leap year on a blue moon if it falls into an odd calendar number, and my pH balance is on point. Just kidding. Starting June, I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Thanks for watching. This has been AK40 Kevin hosting Gamer Heaven, and I'll see you tomorrow because I upload daily. All the time. 60% of the time. Sometimes. Most of the time. Peace.